Hello, this is Dr. Kilgore from Dr. Kilgore's World with another flipped math learning video. Our learning goal for this video is I can convert between customary units of weight and mass. Make sure that this learning goal is written in your math notes, so pause the video now and get it in there. And the guiding question for this video, so by the end of this video, you should be able to tell how many pounds are in 4 tons. So we are going to go right over and look at some conversions. So for this, we are talking about mass or weight. That would be like dry ingredients. So we need to know that there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. There are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. Okay, so when we think about converting between these units, if we have 5 pounds and want to know how many ounces that would be, we're going to multiply. There are 16 ounces in 1 pound. We multiply it by 5 pounds to figure out how many ounces would be in the 5 pounds. And we get 80 ounces. Okay. On the other hand, if we have, let's look at like 8,000 pounds, and we want to know how many tons that would be, we're going to take the 8,000 and divide by 2,000. 2 will go into 8 4 times, so 4 times 2,000 would be 8,000, and that gives us 4 tons. So when we're going from smaller units and converting them to larger, we're going to divide. When we're going from larger units like pounds to smaller like ounces, we multiply. So let's say we have 160 ounces and want to know how many pounds that would be. Well, there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So we take our 160 divided by 16. So that's 1. Don't forget to bring down this 0 and finish the math with this place right here. 16 will go into that 0 times. That would be 10 pounds. If we have 16,000 pounds and want to know how many tons that would be, 16 divided by 2 would be 8. So 8 times 2,000 would be 16,000. This would be 8 tons. If we have, okay, so in this example, we learned that Bob's grain bin will hold 5 tons of grain. How many pounds should he order from the elevator? So the elevator is where he gets the grain. 5 tons is what his bin will hold. We need to know how many pounds he needs to order. Well, there are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. So when we have 5 tons, we need to take our 5 tons multiplied by our 2,000 pounds per ton. 10. And Bob should order 10,000 pounds of grain. So let's go ahead and look at another example. Okay, so in this example, the zoo feeds the emperor penguins about 12 pounds of fish a day. There are 10 emperor penguins in the exhibit. How many ounces of fish do the zookeepers need to prepare for feeding all the penguins for one day? So each penguin has 12 pounds of fish. So I'm going to take some notes over here on my paper. One penguin equals 12 pounds. And in our example, there are 10 penguins in the exhibit, and we need to know the answer in ounces. So we have 10 penguins, and how many ounces? So let's go ahead and figure out how many pounds for a day, because that's simple math. One penguin is 12 pounds, so 10 penguins times 12 pounds. 12 times 10 is 120. So we need 120 pounds of fish for one day. But we want to know how many ounces that would be. Well, there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So we need to take 16 times 120. 6 times 0 is 0. 12. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Second row starts with a 0. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. And 1 times 1 is 1. 0, 2, 7 plus 2 is 9. Okay, so the zoo keepers need 1,920 ounces of fish to feed the 10 penguins for one day. Okay, that completely answers our question. So let's think back to that guiding question back at the beginning of our video today. There we go. Our guiding question was, how many pounds are there in 4 tons? So we have to think to 1 ton. 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. So 4 tons equals 4 times 2,000 would be 8,000 pounds. So our answer is 8,000 pounds. I hope that this video has helped you to learn how to convert customary weight and mass units.